Hello everyone, hi, I'm Unnati Sankhe and I'm going to teach you the subject of corporate finance which you have in your SYBMS in semester 3. Now corporate finance has 4 modules. The first module is Introduction to Corporate Finance, second is Capital Structure and Leverage, third module is Time Value of Money and the fourth one is Mobilization of Funds. Among these 4 modules, two of the modules are theory modules and the other 2 are practical modules. Today we are going to start with the first module, that is Introduction to Corporate Finance. This is the introduction basic thing. Okay, what do you mean by corporate finance? What does corporate finance means? You need to know why we are doing this subject, how it is going to help the company. So every company, whether it may be a small company, large company, or it may be HUF, proprietorship, partnership, every company requires what? It requires funds. Now the funds can be in any form, whether you borrow it, whether you are putting your own capital, your own money, so it can be any funds. But on what basis am I going to acquire that money? Which will be the best? How I am going to utilize it for the best inputs for my company? So that we are going to do. So corporate finance is a business activity. It is an activity which depends upon mobilization, monitoring, acquiring those funds and utilizing it in the company for best use, for better profit orientation, to get the best profit from that mobilization of funds. So that is your corporate finance. In corporate finance, now we are going to do the second topic. First we did the what do you mean by corporate finance. So what does corporate finance means? So it is a business activity concerned with planning, raising, investing and monitoring of the funds of the organization. So we did first is corporate finance. What do you mean by corporate finance? The second thing which we are going to do is need or importance of corporate finance. Why is corporate finance needed? Why it is important? So first listen the concept. Every company, before you are starting a company, you need to create a project. You need to know what all things will be included. So on what क्या है कंपनी किसका बनाना है. तो टू डू दैट यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर अ प्रोजेक्ट. टू प्रिपेयर दैट प्रोजेक्ट यू विल रिक्वायर फंड्स. आफ्टर you are decided that this is my outline of my project, I want to register a company. So you will go to a registrar, you will register a company. Even to register your company, to prepare memorandum of association, to prepare AOA, articles of association, even for that you will require funds. So second will be promoting a company. Third is after you have created a company, you will have to create some fixed assets. So where you are going to start a company, you will require a area, you will require your factory area, or you will require machinery, you will require furniture, computers. All this comes under fixed assets. Even for that you will require funds. The fourth thing is you will require day-to-day activities. To do the day-to-day activities, you will require some kind of liquid funds. You will require stock. You will have to purchase stock. Even for that you will require funds. Next, after you have started your company, are you going to be stable? You are going to work in the same condition with the same asset for lifelong? No. Even to acquire, after being a company, you will have to grow your company. To grow your company, you will require more funds. So even for that, corporate finance is important. After growing funds, if there are any shareholders, if there are any if you have to pay dividends, you will have to pay dividends in the form of funds. Next is donation. Once you are opening a company opens in any society, it has to give back to the society as a form of CSR activity. If you are operating in any society, you will have to employ the employees. You will have to employ the people from the society. You will have to pay back as a form of donation. That will be your a CSR activity. Even for that you will require funds. And the last stage is winding up. After after, if you are winding up of company, closing down your business, even if you're closing down your business, for that you will require funds, because while closing down your business you will have to pay the parties, you will have to pay liabilities, you will have to pay creditors. So even for that you will require funds. So we did was need or importance for funds. For need and importance of funds we did few points. The first is starting of the company, तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, feasibility of study. Second is promoting of company. Third is fixed assets. Fourth is working capital. Fifth is growth. Sixth is to pay dividend. Next is donation, and the last one is winding up of stage. So remember the फ्लो चार्ट. रिमेंबर, फर्स्ट कंपनी का प्रोजेक्ट बनाते, सेकेंड हम लोग रजिस्टर करते, देन वी परचेज फिक्स्ड एसेट्स एंड वर्किंग कैपिटल, एंड देन वी ग्रो द कंपनी, एंड देन वी हैव टू पे टू द शेयर होल्डर्स, एंड देन वी हैव टू डोनेट समथिंग टू द सोसाइटी, एंड द लास्ट one is when you are winding up of the business. So these all things will come under need or importance of corporate finance. Now who is going to handle? See, for every IT related work you have engineers, for every medical related firms you have doctors. Then for corporate finance, to know the funds, to manage those funds, who is responsible? So who is responsible? Then his name is Chief Financial Officer. CFO is responsible how much you are going to, from where all places you are going to acquire those funds, and to whom all people are you going to give back those funds. So CFO plays a very important role. What does CFO work? So CFO manages day-to-day and overall financial activities of an organization. He will handle the day-to-day organization needs. He will handle the long-term needs, short-term needs. He will be responsible for all these activities. So again we will do second thing, third thing we will do is responsibility. What all responsibility comes under CFO? So first he is responsible to do financial planning. See, once I have growing the company, once I have finance, I have earnings, so that earnings whether are it to be retained मतलब खुद के पास रखना है, कंपनी के पास रखना है, और you have to give it back to the shareholder, how much percent, these all things come under financial planning. CFO will have to manage all these things. Second is liquidity management. डे टू डे रिक्वायरमेंट्स आते हैं, देखो वेजेस होते हैं, सैलरीड पीपल होते हैं, वेजेस होते हैं, दे कम, और एल्स पीपल एवरी डे देर आर पीपल whom we have to give cash. There should be solvency. If I require cash, I will either require in terms of cash और in terms of बैंक में होगा तो again you can use the ATM card or you can do the bank transfer. But every money if you have invested in somewhere or something, you cannot sell off immediately. So again for that, how much amount is to be kept with the company and how much amount is to be given back to the people requiring it for the company basis, that again is the role of CFO. Next is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is very important. He will know what are the strength, weakness, opportunities and threats of the company, and on the basis of these four things he will divest in this society, divest in the companies. तो funds कितना है, कितना funds retain करना है, कितना funds किस में डालना है, depending upon the strength, weakness and opportunities and threat, he will do it. For example, we can take a very basic example. Now in COVID scenario, COVID-19, the companies cannot, there was a time when companies were not getting any input. The share prices had got that time the share prices had gone very below. At that point of time, society, the company should, the CFO should know if the company is making profit, in which sector it should invest. Now you tell me which sector it should have invested. Think about it. He should have invested in which sector? So healthcare, pharmaceutical, at that point of time pharmaceutical were having, chemical industries were having the highest rate of shares, highest rate, their share prices had increased to the highest point. So the company should have invested in such companies. Shopping industry, if you say the retail industry, online industries were doing good. The companies who didn't have the companies which were not that online facilitated, they didn't have that online services, they are still not doing very well, because now the need is that everything is to be online based. Now again, you cannot invest in companies such as cosmetic companies. People are not buying those many cosmetic, so you shouldn't invest in cosmetic industry. You never know what will happen. So these all things should be noted by the CFO, whether in what time, in what scenario, which all industries have threat, what all industries will be threat, and which all industries will be opportunity for my company, and accordingly I have to invest in those companies.